Hello everyone, my name is Father Vincent Nguyen, a missionary priest in Iceland. Today is Saturday, January 25th, 2025, the feast of the conversion of St. Paul Apostle. The Gospel today comes from Mark chapter 16, verses 15 through 18. Jesus appeared to the 11 and said to them, "Go into the whole world and proclaim the gospel to every creature. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. Whoever does not believe will be condemned. These signs will accompany those who believe. In my name they will drive out demons. They will speak new languages. They will pick up serpents with their hands. And if they drink any deadly thing, it will not harm them. They will lay hands on the sick and they will recover." Today, Holy Mother Church celebrates the conversion of one of the most important saints in the early church, St. Paul the Apostle. St. Paul never met Jesus in person, but only in a vision. In both options of the first reading today, we read that St. Paul did not know who Jesus was. In the second option, we read, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" He said, "Who are you, sir?" Then the reply came, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting." As a clarification, St. Paul was not part of the original 12 apostles. One might ask, why is St. Paul called an apostle then? The reason is that St. Paul brought many to the faith in the Roman Empire, especially in Europe, evangelizing the Greco-Roman culture, that is, the Greeks and the Romans. It was thanks to this saint that the Western world came to know God. In Acts chapter 23, verse 11, St. Paul was kept in custody one night, and Jesus appeared to the saint, saying, "Take courage, for just as you have borne witness to my cause in Jerusalem, so you must bear witness in Rome." If St. Paul had not made great sacrifices and given his life to evangelize westward, we will not be Catholics and we will not know who God is today. We owe much to the saint, especially our conversion. In the same way that the Church celebrates the conversion of St. Paul today, we ought to celebrate our conversion as well. Many of us either were not raised Catholic and converted later on in life, or were raised Catholic and experienced a deep conversion that brought us back to the fold. Very few of us were raised Catholic and always carried a love for the faith. Regardless of how our journey was, everything is part of God's providence. He knows the best time for everything, especially when to move and give people the grace of conversion. The reality is that, unfortunately, not everyone responds to this grace of conversion in time before dying. For those of us who have received the grace of conversion and responded to it correctly, we have to give thanks to God for the mercy He has shown us by having given us time to return to Him and to the state of grace. One true sign of conversion is going to confession, especially if one has not been to confession after years of carrying mortal sins in the soul. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, a document that summarizes everything that we believe and should believe as Catholics, says in number 1496, the spiritual effects of the sacrament of penance are reconciliation with God, by which the penitent recovers grace; reconciliation with the Church; remission of the eternal punishment incurred by mortal sins; remission, at least in part, of temporal punishments resulting from sin; peace and serenity of conscience and spiritual consolation; an increase of spiritual strength for the Christian battle. We have all experienced these spiritual benefits at least once in our lives, especially peace of conscience. So we know that what the Catechism of the Catholic Church says is true. Regarding new converts to the Catholic faith, some people may be concerned that there are not many in their time, given the fact that a notable number of Catholics have left the faith. While it is true that a notable number have left, it is also true that the number of new converts is rising around the globe. According to an article from the National Catholic Register dated April 14th, 2024 in the United States, certain dioceses are reporting increases of 30%, 40%, 50%, and even more than 70% in the number of converts to the Catholic faith. The Diocese of Fort Worth, Texas, jumps out. The number of converts there rose from 896 at Easter 2023 to 1,544 at Easter 2024, an increase of 72%. In France, the number of Muslim converts to the Catholic faith is booming. The Catholic News Agency, in an article dated April 3rd, 2024, says, the Archdiocese of Paris in 2020 set up a pastoral service, Anani, designed to direct new converts from Islam to parishes suited to their needs and to train priests and the faithful to welcome them as best they can, and estimates that 10 to 20% of those who will be baptized at Easter in the capital's archdiocese are converts from Islam. This is to say that our efforts to persevere in the Catholic faith, difficult as it can be sometimes, are bearing fruit. So we should not be discouraged by the difficulties and persecution we face for our fidelity to Christ. Through the intercession of Mary, help of Christians, let's ask for the grace to be grateful for the conversions we have experienced and to continue to pray for more conversions.
If you found this video fruitful, please feel free to share it with a friend or family member. Or if you would like to learn more about our missionary priests throughout the world and how to support them, please visit iveamerica.org. Thank you for watching, and God bless.